So guys, I just want to make a quick video to clear something up, or as best I can clear it up on IP ratings, and it's been a huge debate over the last couple of days, right, on this. And I want to put this into context, right? Even had teachers, right, telling me that IP means ingress protection, right? And it doesn't. So the first thing we got to say, right, is when we look in BS 7671, right, and here it is, page 48, IP there, International Protection Code, and there's a BS standard for that, right? No, it's an IEC standard, sorry. And the IEC standard is not even listed in BS 7671. So the only thing listed in BS 7671 is that there, right? So that's the first thing to say, right? The second thing is if we look in our on-site guide, we get further evidence that IP there, this is Appendix L, right? IP, follow the chart down, international protection. So BS 7671 is clearly defining IP as international protection, okay? If we then go into the regs book to degree, so if we go to the index and you search index protection, all right, in ingress protection, it will point you to the other word, degree of protection. And then in brackets there, it says IP. And as we know, BS 7671 defines IP as international protection, right? So this is conclusive evidence there, right? So the next thing people are saying to me is actually, Craig, it means index of protection. Well, no, it doesn't. This is the index of protection here. And this is simply a chart as to what it means. So the first number is solids, and from 1 to 6 is the degree of protection that's sought. And the second chart is moisture and the degree of protection that's sought. And even this is wrong because there should be a 9 on there as well, but it's not. But anyway, right? But that's the index of protection. That's what that is. It's just a chart, okay? But the actual meaning is international protection there from BSM 671. Now, in the IEC document, it does mention ingress protection. But think about this, right? This is an international standard, right? Now, ingress protection in Britain is IP. In French, it's something completely different. In Spanish, it's something completely different. In African, it's something completely different. So none of them countries would recognize IP as ingress protection because the words in that country is different. It's not IP, it's other language, right? So it can only be international protection according to BSM 671. And just to reiterate as well, we don't use any other standards in Britain other than a British standard, which is why we've got BSM 671. And some of the ridiculous comments like, it's a non-statutory document. Try telling that to the judge in court, because that's a standard used to prosecute you when you do something wrong. So there's the conclusive proof, right? There's the conclusive evidence. IP does mean, in terms of BSM 671, international protection. And just to finish on this point, right? Let's imagine you're in a regs exam. We're getting examined on this book, aren't we? Yeah. Imagine the question, and it had 4 possible answers, right? Imagine the question was this. According to BSM 671, what does the abbreviation IP mean, right? And you had the options, 2 random options, and then you had international protection or ingress protection. If you chose ingress protection, you would get 2% deducted because it's wrong. It's international protection. That's the correct answer. So BS 7671 is right, and any of you thinking anything else, you're wrong. If you're a teacher, if you're a student, if you've been doing it 20 years, if you've been doing it 5 years, it doesn't matter. What is in the book is in the book. And it's pointless coming out with, I've been doing this for 20 years, I've been teaching it. You've clearly been teaching it wrong. Ingress protection, just to let you know, is not mentioned anywhere at any point in BS 7671 at all. It does not exist according to the regs book. So there's the evidence to back myself up. So if anybody else, guys, this is a huge debate, right? If you are a teacher and you can do what I've just done and make a video and point to BS 7671 and prove me wrong, you go for it. But you can't. So